Alright. Let's see if we can salvage this evening. I don't know anything about this game either. We'll see. I was molding out earlier. We'll try to not mold out this time. Hello, Regulate. Right. Let's go. Aren't you always molding?
The world is
only when things are shit.
White storm, a vile cycle of destruction, ravaging everything in its path. The only safe haven is the smoldering city, where the mysterious scorched queen reigns. You are one of her viceroys, a pioneer sent into the wilds, tasked with establishing new settlements and acquiring valuable resources for the crown. Your goal is to help rebuild the smoldering city and secure the future of the Queen's subjects.
Use WASD or the mouse to move the camera. Okay. I did it. Neglecting your village will increase the queen's impatience and bring her wrath upon you. I assume that's bad. Fulfilling your duties will increase the town's reputation, unlock new buildings, and eventually bring you to victory. Now choose a new blueprint. Click on the crown icon below. Each expedition starts with only a few essential blueprints. More will be given to you as you gain reputation points. Now pick the woodcutter's camp. Okay. Press blank steg to resume. Build a woodcutter's camp and explore the forest. You have to keep the fire going at all times. Okay. Woodcutter's camp. Winning and losing. You build not one, but many settlements. Okay. We will win if the thing happens. Otherwise we lose. Small heart. Woodcutter's camp. Need 2 woodcutter's camps. Second one down there. It needs woodcutters. Got beavers. Beavers are hardworking and honest, but also quite demanding. They are gifted woodworkers and enjoy engineering. Humans, an adaptable species, but very susceptible to the rain. Humans are adept at farming and really enjoy brewing. Lizards are very resilient and a very resilient and distrustful species. They are very good with animals and meat production, and prefer to work in warm environments due to their cold-blooded nature. Human. It's done. Reputation. Reinforced access. Cut through the forest to discover 2 glades. Assign 5 beavers as woodcutters. Yeah, we got more beavers. Can do hold shift for a smaller marker. Do that. Do that. Okay. Roads. Path. Choose a blueprint. Oh shit. Shelter. Can accommodate any villager but won't satisfy the need for species-specific housing. Has to be built near a hub. Okay. %5 speed increase to villages. That's insane. I'll see. Industry. Crude workstation. Planks, fabrics, bricks, pipes. Now, generally, like this isn't exactly banished, but it feels like it's kind of banished. The issue with these type of games is that you don't know how the game works, so it's really hard to properly plan where to put things. So it always ends up being a huge mess. Oh, we found something. Flax field, clay deposit. Or is this a flax field? Yeah. Harvester's camp. We don't have one. Roost deposit. Now we get 3 humans and some meat. Small foragers camp. Vegetables in small foragers camp. Giant vegetables. Your renown grows. A small crude version of a specialized camp. It's slower and can only gather from small nodes. Can collect grain, roots, vegetables. Where do we have vegetables? Are these are vegetables. See, this is exactly what I meant. So now I need to collect vegetables, but I can't. Because I need to build this somewhere that can collect those. So I'm gonna have to get rid of this. But I can't. We gotta do that. Here we don't have vegetables. We only have vegetables here, right? These don't yield vegetables. It's up kind of fast. At least in super speed mode. Oh, nice weather. There we go. Doesn't quite reach, but good enough. Newcomers are waiting. The next group won't be sent until you accept this one. Take a human. I don't understand the lizards yet. Need to focus on vegetables so we can finish the mission. Go. Stonecutters camp. Oh, we got stone there too. Alright, let's see what we can do there. Oh, does her impatience go down when you succeed? What is this? Choose a cornerstone. No one can weather the storm alone. The Queen offers you a cornerstone that will lay the foundation for your town's prosperity. Choose wisely, as you won't be able to change it. Building materials are the foundation of every settlement. Production is 50% quicker in the building crude workstations. Exploration contract. The Royal Academy wants a detailed map of the region and will supply anyone willing to help. Gain 20 reed and 20 clay for each discovered glade. I don't know. I'll do this, I guess. Order is ready to complete. Harvester's camp. Harvest plant fiber. We have 5 homeless people.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Once done. Planks in crude workstation. Bricks. Fabric. Here we made a crude workstation. Right. Newcomers. Let's collect some more beavers. Here we found a small encampment. There are still survivors in the area. Welcome new people, send to the citadel. What am I supposed to do with this? Welcome new people. I mean, why not, I guess. Let's gotta go there and talk to them. Here we have something dangerous. I think we're safe. Alright, they just joined. We have 0 homeless people. We're just waiting for these guys to finish making some shit. Two more planks. And 2 more fabric. Lightning storm. Done. Cut through the forest to discover dangerous or forbidden glades. Lizard house, beaver house, human house. And house 2 residents, so it's just worse. Alright, human house. Resolve is going down for some reason. So 15 eggs per minute. I'll take that. So now we just dig in there. Like, there doesn't seem to be anything else to it. You just go in there. Have to go in there. PC's housing is used for resolve. Alright. Ancient shrine. That wasn't so dangerous at all. Curse of the Forefathers. Disturbing the ruins of the great civilization. Can have grave consequences. Kills 3 random villagers. Wow. Just guaranteed. No, if it isn't completed in time. We need planks and scrolls. I can't even make scrolls. What the fuck? Oh, I can pick. Okay. Well, they're not even gonna make it there in time. Oh, it's just gonna keep killing people. Okay. Okay, that's pretty heavy. Defeat the curse. Good job. Settlement complete. Okay. Villagers with low resolve will start leaving, increasing the queen's impatience. Keeping resolve exceptionally high will grant passive reputation over time. Satisfying your villagers' needs with complex food, homes, and services will increase their resolve. Each species has a different mix of needs. It's hard to please everyone all of the time. Farmers can plant only on farm fields, and those can only be built on fertile soil. Crops are planted in the first season, drizzle, and harvested during the second, clearance. Build a farm Harvest grain and serve some ale in a tavern. I'm guessing it will just destroy it if I build it straight on it. Or... see, this is a good game. They use 1, 2, 3, 4 to control the speed. Like that's how it should be. You need to have the speed controls near west. Otherwise it's just stupid. Field farm. I guess, something like that. Build shelters. No one can weather the storm alone. Reinforced tools. For 5 barrels per minute. Alright, let's get 5 barrels per minute. Hello, Drag, how's it going? I don't know if I need to bother with these woodcutters. It's a late evening for me too. We got some humans there. I know I did have an order to build woodcutters camps, so yeah. Now we just need more wood. Need more people. My face is all smashed up from the training. Sounds like you need more training. I suppose. Abandoned cache. Well, I don't have any workers. But it doesn't seem to break or anything. No build. Oh, yeah, your idle dudes are builders. Hello, White Wolf. I love this game. I don't know what I think yet. But I assume I don't have enough wood. Oh, I do have wood. I think they just finished building the woodcutters instead. Last time I checked, you were working on isometric graphic shaders. Well, I'm working on gameplay stuff now, mostly. We're progressing pretty well. I've been working on pathfinding and UI stuff a lot. We're getting relatively close to where we want to be for the prototype. Custom engine, yes and no. I mean, it's using Unity, but most of it is custom. I don't use Unity that much. I'm looking into moving it to a monogame as well. Because I don't want to stay with Unity. Very controversial. I started working as a game dev 6 months ago. Must have been extra fun for you with all the Unity stuff going on. Small trappers camp. At least they are reversing hard. I still want to move away from it though. Choose a reward. Break open. Send to the citadel. Half a queen's grace. What's the point of that? Yeah, he did. He did. Amber pouch. I don't know what the point of that is. But personally, I always had a plan to move away from Unity. I just didn't plan to do it so soon. Because I would prefer the engine to be less reliant on Unity. And I'm not relying on it that much in the first place, so. I need one more beaver. Then we can max out our places with only beavers. This is my last beaver. Oh, my last beaver is in there. Well, we're only in the tutorial, we'll figure it out. I think there's no actual need to worry. I don't really agree, but within the within right now, or the foreseeable future, it's probably fine, but I wouldn't go with it for the long haul. They're a public company, so whatever happened now is gonna happen again. The fact that they went public at all ever is the worst thing that ever happened to the company. Partially why I want to get rid of them as being reliant on them. You mean free licenses? No, I mean a publicly traded company. When a company goes public, it's basically the value of the company goes up, the quality of the product goes down. And eventually the company is basically dead, even though it's more successful than ever. Small trappers camp. Where do we put that? Over there. Because the goal of the company becomes get money for the shareholders? Yes, exactly. The entire reason for the company being founded in the first place gets watered down and disappears. I don't know for sure, but I think a lot of companies probably are shifting away from Unity, which is a problem for other people relying on Unity as well, because it'll affect Unity as a company. Because I think a lot of big developers probably went into defensive mode and started working on moving their engine away from Unity because of this. And I'm not sure they're gonna cancel that. I mean, some might, but the bigger the company, the more of a risk it is to stay with Unity after they pull something like this. But like Genshin Impact, for example, I would be surprised if they stay with Unity after this for like forever. Or if they just leave Genshin there and just like make new games or whatever on a new platform. I don't know. That's just my guess. I work for UPS. I experienced the cost cutting left, right, center, even though we've had record profits in the past few years. Yeah. Yeah, it's a never-ending chase for profit. It's a public company. And it almost always comes at the cost of the users and the workers. That's my main worry with Unity. Plus, I doubt that the CEO was the only one who was pushing this. Oh, we're done. Smokehouse. Okay. Sure, that's here somewhere. I hope that I'm not wasting my time learning Unity at my work. I don't think you are. Like, even if you have to move away from Unity, C# is... like moving to monogame or something, or just C# as just C# is still not bad, right? Like C# isn't the best that you can learn for programming video games, but it's fine. Like C++ is obviously better. Oh yeah, you have to learn it here, right? Now we have it somewhere. C++ is scary. I don't want to learn it. And it's... and it's gonna... I was looking at Rust as well to move our engine to, but I don't really... That doesn't make any sense. That's why I'm moving to monogame, most likely at least, because... it's C#. It's just like Unity. It's literally related to Unity. It comes from the same XNA base, so... you can basically copy-paste things almost, as long as you're not building things relying too much on Unity's components, which I don't do because Unity's components are fucking trash. Then you can basically just copy-paste. I just use Unity as a platform to build on top of. I don't really use it for its components and its functions that much. Like every single time I interact with any of the components, it ruins my day. Today I had a bug with the canvas, the Unity canvas. I was scaling something using Unity's canvas's scale factor, right? So I was just, whenever the screen size changed, I used the canvas scale to set something. But it turned out, after like 3 hours of pulling my hair, that Unity's canvas, after a screen size change, the scale and the scale factor updates the frame after. So it's delayed by a frame. So I was always using the wrong value. And before... I don't understand why, but it does. So after that I had to just delay it, and then it worked. But it's exactly why I don't like using Unity's things, because it's just always some bullshit. Like, I had to make my own sprite renderer and stuff, because it's just bugged. So it is what it is. Don't even use game objects anymore. Like I'm so decoupled from Unity, it's funny. I posted this bug in the forum somewhere. I'm using camera.height instead because screen.width and camera.scale factor update too late. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it drives me crazy. Specialized grain farming technique. Grain production increases by 1 every 25 times it's produced. This bus is since 2014. Oh, you mean this bug? Yeah. That's also a reason that I kind of want to move away. Because they haven't really done much. I feel like I'm using exactly the same engine since I started. The only thing that's changed is it has dark mode now. So it's not like you're going from Unreal 4 to Unreal 5 or something. It's just like, yeah, okay, you get this feature that used to be paid now, and it makes your eyes not burn. Here you go. Oh, we get some more people? I don't understand the lizards. 3 lizards though. Let's get more people. But it is what it is. I wouldn't mind trying Unreal some more, but I also don't really want to use engines that much. But learning 3D, like learning good modern 3D from scratch, is like, oh, holy shit. Because it's so advanced now, right? It's crazy advanced. Oh, they like making meat. Here you go. Is there somewhere I don't have workers? No? Okay. I don't know if there's even space in the market we're in. There is. There is absolutely space in the market. Like, the space in the market for indies is so huge. There's a big reason for that. It's because they're not the same market anymore. It's a separate market. It's a separate market in the same way that AAA games and mobile games are separate markets. Because it's just not marketed for the same niche. Like AAA games nowadays are made for the same people who go and watch every Marvel movie. Like they're all just visual movies basically. Now in the indie space there's a lot more, you know, room for niche markets and cornering markets. However, most indies just make really shitty games in general, so like that's the problem with indies. But there's absolutely space in the indie market. 100%. I don't think there's ever been so much space in the gaming market. I feel like everybody's just making the same shit over and over again. There's like very, very little actual innovation and stuff. So, because that's the strength of the indies, right? You have much more space to try to innovate. But most indies don't do that. Most indies just remake Heroes of Might and Magic 3, but worse. Unfortunately. Now, am I doing this? I think I'm gathering that. I hope our game turns out well. Because I'm absolutely not doing what other people are doing that much. I mean, I'm taking good ideas from where I can find them, but otherwise I'm trying to innovate as much as I can, to be honest. I'm going really hard on that. And that's really what I enjoy about making games. I just like thinking about how to improve games. I don't want to make a game that I played before, because I want to make a better game. Harvester has no deposits nearby. Oh, I was just looking at that. You took all of that in like one frame? What the fuck? Where do we have more things to harvest? I don't think we have. I guess we should go and chop open some glades. Danger, danger. Let's see. You move this. Let's move it here. Maybe. And then we chop that open. And this one... Yeah, the soundtrack isn't bad. Really chill. I've been playing a bunch of like strategy games and grand strategy and forest games mainly because I've been looking for ideas. Just trying to figure out what's good and what's bad. Because that's really what it boils down to. If you're making games, you just gotta play other games and just see what pisses you off and what works. And what can be improved. Anything specific I'm looking for? What I want is a game like Stellaris, except it's not bad, and it's a little bit more micro, so that you're dealing more with like your own settlement. But what I mainly want is that it shouldn't be a board game. Because that's what almost all, if not all, grand strategy games are, just elaborate board games, right? So it's Risk or whatever with victory conditions and all that. But I want it to be more like RimWorld or Dwarf Fortress, where it's more about story generation and just more like a survival game, kind of. Something like that. And that's why I'm looking into games like this too, because this has more of that aspect to some degree. Like I played Endzone and stuff, but I'm not a huge fan of just city builders either. I'm trying to figure out how you'd make some kind of hybrid here. What do we have here? Yeah, Stellaris is really cool on the surface, but then when you start playing it, you realize that literally nothing matters in the entire game. Alright, let's try this one this time. Like there's no real diplomacy with any of this other races, but that's true for pretty much every grand strategy game. Like you can't do anything. Like you can just like buy peace treaties or like that's about it. Like, it's literally just a transaction thing. And most of the time they don't agree. And then it's just useless. And then you have like the units and stuff in Stellaris where they don't matter. Like the best strat in Stellaris used to just be making ships with no armor and just like missiles or whatever. Because then you'd get like the cheapest ships with the highest amount of attack. And the only thing that matters in the game is your total army strength number versus the other guy's army strength number. Like unit composition and all of that, it literally does not affect the outcome at all. So like that entire aspect of the game, it doesn't work. And even when it does, the game just devolves into taking your clump of death and just walking over the enemy territory and painting the map your color. And that's exactly what I don't want the game to be about. I want the game to be about managing a kingdom with like politics, more in like an RPG way. And story isn't what I want, but I want the game to be like a story generator. That's what he calls RimWorld, right? He calls that game a story generator because it's not really about, like, there is a goal in that game, but the game isn't really about that goal. It's just about generating stories between your characters and, you know, things just happening. I want to capture that aspect to some degree. Now we can get some more people. Welcome new people. Again. We have homeless. That's enough for now. I don't want story games anymore. Like I don't want a direct story. I'm really sick of stories. I want a game. I want a game that's just a game. So what am I doing? Enable meat in the jerky recipe. Huh? Something I should have done like a year ago. Enable meat in the jerky recipe. 20 jerky in smokehouse. Okay, let's see if this starts there. Best story in my opinion was in Portal 2. I loved it so much. I don't really like story in games. Don't think they're very good. Even in RPGs and stuff. I'm not a huge fan. Newcomers are waiting. Oh, we got even more dudes. It was sad when the game ended. That's why I couldn't finish GTA 4. What, because it was sad? What? Get me some damn jerky. Swear to God. I like how the characters evolved and got attached. You didn't want it to end. We can do some more stone cutting over here. They're easy to just move these, it's kind of nice. Oh, it's cringe, but it's best how I can describe why I like stories in games. Well, I don't really... I mean, I don't mind if people like stories, or the stories that we have. I mean, it's still annoying that people, it's still annoying that people have such low standards, but... I mean, it's fine. It's fine. I can't reach that. Do we have jerkies? 20 jerkies. Make me some damn jerkies. Harvesters can. Oh, we can move this here. I just think games are kind of underdeveloped in general. I think they could be a lot more and a lot better than they are, but just not where we are yet. But yeah, I mean, that's all you can do. You can just make what you can. It takes a lot of gaming to get really high standards. I played pretty much everything, so things are almost that's why I don't really I have trouble like getting into games, because it's pretty much always something that I've already played, because people never make new things, almost never. These guys done? No? Yes. And bring back the beavers. And we need more houses. I have tried Dwarf Fortress, yeah. Scary shit. Not really. It's pretty bad. It is impossible to play, but not for the right reasons. If we cut these down, then we can move the trapper's camp. Now we need the brewery. Oh, and this one gives us crap about where other things are. Okay. Let's put it over here. No. Over there. Don't really know how to tell if any buildings are... Okay. Am I being annoying? No. Are we collecting that there? Yeah. Okay, so humans like to make ale. And that's what we want to do here. We make ale. We can finish that. Mainly, it needs grain and pottery. We have quite a lot of grain, I think. Yeah, and pottery too. Let's turn these on again. Essen. Well, I don't think we need to fuck with that. What's up with this guy? He's blue. Is he blue? Is blue good or bad? Lizards are happy. Okay. Is that good? Yes. Choose a cornerstone. Cannibalism. Okay, so cannibalism is only positive. Let's just take nets. Alright, let's open up some more glades. Shift for a smaller marker there. Have you played Elite Dangerous? I have. It is very unfortunate. Because it's one of the only space games that have actual cool flying and stuff, but the actual game is literally just ferrying ships from one station to another. That's the whole game. Pretty much. I also don't like the way they portray space dogfights. Because a spaceship dogfight makes no sense. Like you wouldn't have a spaceship that works like that. You wouldn't do spaceship dogfights with like turning radiuses and shit. That bothers me. we literally have ships right now, like we have fighter planes that are more agile than the average spaceflight sim spaceship. And that's inside of the atmosphere as well. Like it should play more like Unreal Tournament or something. That's how a spaceship combat situation should work. But it's almost always just dogfighting, which means flying around in circles and just shooting people, or it ends up like it is in Starfield and in No Man's Sky, where you're literally just sitting there. You just sit there and then you turn towards the enemy and then you shoot until they die, and that's it. Wait, what? Enable barrels in the ale recipe. Huh? Barrels? Oh, there. And that's even worse than dogfighting, when it just ends up that with you sitting there and then you just aim and shoot. Because then it just becomes like DPS. It's just a DPS race at that point. And that's even worse, right? You want me to make another tavern? Huh? Oh, no, I don't have a tavern, I have a brewery. Okay. Put it here then. But I do really want a game like that, like Elite Dangerous, but I always want there to be more like role-playing, procedurally generated events and quests and stuff. Like in Bannerlord, like I think Elite Dangerous and Bannerlord are kind of the same game type, where you go between places and you buy things and you go and sell them somewhere else, and you know, there are some factions and shit, but they do like nothing with them, so it's just not that interesting. But I really just wish that, like Bannerlord for example, it has some quests, but they're really shallow and there are like 3 of them. So I really wish that it had more, just more like role-playing in it. More quests, more things that happen. When you're playing Bannerlord, you're literally just walking from the horse town to the town where horses are expensive. Then you sell the horses, and then you buy some things there, and then you go back to the horse town. Sell things there, and then you buy some more horses. And then you go back, because there's like nothing else to do in the game. Unless you just want to go around killing random bandits and stuff. What do we have here? Break open. Tools. I mean, I still think that there should absolutely be combat in a game like Elite Dangerous. Absolutely. But I just wish it was less lame. Or maybe you could just hire NPCs to fight for you, right? Like if you actually like playing the caravan kind of game style, then like what kind of trader fights off all their bandits on their own, right? Maybe that makes no sense either. Am I missing something? I'm missing fabric. Get me that fabric. I am not making fabric. We don't have food workstation. Well, there's also the issue of when you're making a game, there's a certain logic, or a certain level of logic, that exists. How the fuck do I destroy this? There's a certain level of logic that basically you can't really get rid of. And in space games, for example, you can't make like a spaceship shooting game without some kind of like auto lock-on system and, you know, weapon tracking and all of that. Because the further into the future you go, the more automated your stuff is just gonna be, logically. So you'd have to like make a huge leap in what would make sense to kind of make the game more fun. This is an issue with like MechWarrior and games like that as well, because by definition, like how the game works, and like the idea of the game, just like a shitty game, right? Because MechWarrior it's like playing an FPS game where you walk really, really slowly, and the aiming is just like super static, and you just kind of like it's just like if you just compare it to any other FPS game, it's just like it's just not good mechanics. So it's all just carried by the idea that you're playing this tank kind of thing. And that's one of the challenges when it comes to making a space piloting game as well, that it's kind of hard to make the actual gameplay interesting when logically most of it would be more or less automated anyway. And I have similar issues with FPS games as well. I don't really think FPS games can be good. They can actually be good multiplayer games. But I don't think FPS games are really good single player games. I don't think they make any sense. I don't think RTS games make sense either. Single player. Fighting games don't make sense single player either, just by the nature of the game. Alright, now we're making some shit here. Let's make planks and fabrics here, and bricks and pipes there. Choose a blueprint. What do I want? Humanoids. I mean, the beavers are the crankiest, so that's probably a good idea. Send more to the Citadel? Yeah. We just need this fabric, and we can build that. What do we have here? Stone cutters. Don't think we've found any more stone, no. Maybe we give this dangerous one a go? See what we find there. Alright, finish building. So I only have 2 builders right now. Let's just hope that it doesn't want fabric. Newcomers are waiting. Eggs. Whoa. Thank you, dude. Oh, shit. Oh, oh. I thought it was 1. That was a lot more than I thought. Thanks, dude. I appreciate it. Alright, let's see here. Who's a cornerstone? Ancient artifact, a strange device left behind by the great civilization. When soaked in rainwater, it radiates warm light and brings encouragement to those around it. +3 to global resolve. Okay. Okay, what do we have here? Totem of Denial. Threats. Burn down. A building destroyed by the storm. Alright, so we need to fuck this up. Burn it down, you get scrolls, tablets. Heavy clouds are gathering around the sacrifice totem. The storm duration is increased by +100%, while drizzle and clearance season are decreased by 50%. Okay, we need to finish this in... Okay, so we need planks to burn this down. Because I don't have oil. Working effect. Fishmen hate fire and will do anything in their power to extinguish every last flame in the world. Blocks the ability to sacrifice goods in the hearth. Is active only when the corresponding glade event is being worked on. Okay, so that'll be active for 3 minutes and 30 seconds. And then it's converted to Totem of Denial. Repurpose the Fishman magic can be very useful, but let's hope we don't suffer the same fate as the priestess Isabel. Grants a global resolve bonus. I mean, I can do this. Right? Performing a ritual. It seems easy enough. Just kind of RNG if you have whatever you need to deal with the thing. Still didn't find any stone there. Alright, let's move this one here. Oh, hey. Didn't realize that was a dangerous one. Let's chill on that. Choose a blueprint. Makeshift post. Okay. Need for leisure fulfilled. Oh, hello. There we go. Now the tavern is ready to go. Here we need planks. These are hard to make. I'm gonna enable everything on both of these again. I don't know if they're like if they are smart enough to like prioritize whatever is lowest or something like that. Doesn't look like it. Settlement complete. We got some bread. New citadel upgrades. Wow. Flame amulets. Crowded houses. Alright. The world is a vast, ever-changing place, and at its heart lies the smoldering city. Are we done with the tutorial? Think we might be. Enter the smoldering city and use the resources you've gathered so far to buy the Obsidian Archive level 1 upgrade. The what? You gain a permanent minus 2% to the speed at which the Queen's impatience grows. Wow, that's exciting. Obsidian Archive, fundamental upgrade. A place where records about the great viceroys are kept. Unlocks deeds. Everlasting Flames. You gain a permanent +2 bonus to burning duration for all types of fuel burned in the hearth. In a new embarkation bonus to choose from when starting a settlement. Stone. Clay. Plus 10% more citadel resources whenever you finish a settlement. Sounds good. Deeds. Discover 10... Okay, these are just achievements. Okay. This world is governed by the enlightened Blightstorm cycle. Governed by the eternal Blightstorm cycle. It is almost upon us, so no caravans are allowed to embark. Click on the button in the lower right corner of the screen to finish the cycle. The Blightstorm is coming. Your settlements have been abandoned and people are returning to the Citadel. Well, so I just wasted my time. That's what you're saying. Your goal as a viceroy is to reach the ancient seals with your caravan and reforge them, pushing back the Blightstorm. You're almost ready to venture out on your own. Choose any map tile inside your embarkation range to begin. The graphics aren't bad. No, they're serviceable. I mean, I don't think they're amazing either. It really depends on if you're into this kind of style. I'm not a huge fan of low poly in general, but like this This background looks pretty good. But this feels more just like a painted background, though it is low poly too. You see the mountain. You're almost ready to venture out on your own. Choose any map tile inside your embarkation range to begin. Okay. Royal Outpost. The proximity of a royal outpost makes it easier to communicate with the crown. The pool of order choices will increase by 1. Point of interest. So I'm supposed to go over there. So just go over here, I guess. To embark, you must first choose a caravan that will become the foundation of your town's population. I guess some areas might be like lava areas or something. If you look over here, they're red. And that might be where lizards fell. But you also just get more lizards here, right? Let's go with these. Next, choose a difficulty. The higher the risk, the greater the reward. But beware, an inexperienced viceroy won't last long on the higher difficulties. Alright, let's go with the easy mode. Lastly, use all of your embarkation points to take extra goods with you. Boink, boink, boink. You are finally ready to embark on your own. Remember, there is always a way out. Experiment and adapt. May the storm be gentle on you, Viceroy. Okay. Gift of the Woodlands. The royal woodlands are very lush and rich in timber. Trees give more wood. Villagers have a 35% chance of not consuming food during a break. However, we're gonna stop here because it's really late and I already played something before. Have you seen any original mechanics in this game? Not that much. I mean, they have an original spin on it, for sure. But otherwise, it's basically just vanished. But they've gamified it more. So you have like a goal and you're gonna go through stages and finish those. So it's less aimless. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing either. I mean, this game seems alright, to be honest. It's like the least maddening game I've played in the last month so far. So I think we'll keep playing this for a while and see how it goes. I need that for a bit. I started playing Pathfinder, but I just finished Baldur's Gate 3 and I don't think I can handle more. Oh, Pathfinder. Anyway. Until next time, thanks for hanging. Have a good night. Bye bye.